Have you ever thought about where your produce comes from? Most grocery chains receive produce from various local and national farmers. In fact, there are about 3.4 million farmers in the United States today. But of that staggering number, only 45,000 are Black farmers. At the Better Buggy, we are a proud group of Atlanta-based Black-owned farmers, selling produce locally and nationwide. Our easy-to-navigate online platform makes it easy for you to make a one-time purchase or to simplify your life by subscribing to our weekly produce box. Whichever frequency you choose, you can order with confidence, knowing you'll receive 100% organic farm-fresh produce. If you're looking for a thoughtful gift for a loved one that they'd actually find useful, be sure to pop by our online store where you can snag a gift card your recipient can use to order their own produce and t-shirts. Ready to start supporting local Black-owned farms and making healthier food decisions? Visit thebetterbuggy.com now to start shopping.
Ladies and gentlemen, some of you might have been keeping up with what's going on between Russia and the US. It's really heating up. And, with Russia and Ukraine, that situation is heating up as well. So Biden on Thursday put sanctions on Russia. And And in addition to putting those sanctions on Russia, they also threw out 10 Russian diplomats out of the US. So in return, Russia has expelled 10 US diplomats from their country. So this is NPR, April 16th, 2021. Russia retaliated Friday over a new round of U.S. sanctions imposed a day ago by the Biden administration over the SolarWinds cyber attack and the Kremlin's election meddling. Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said 10 U.S. diplomats will be expelled from Russia, mirroring the 10 Russian diplomats ordered to leave the U.S. on Thursday. Moscow will also add 8 U.S. officials to its sanction list and will restrict the activities of U.S. non-governmental organizations, or NGOs, operating in Russia. Washington should realize that it will have to pay a price for the degradation of bilateral ties, he said, indicating that Moscow was prepared, if necessary, to move to painful measures against U.S. business interests in Russia. The Kremlin has denied interfering in U.S. presidential elections or of any involvement in the SolarWinds hack. Lavrov suggested that the U.S. ambassador to Russia, John Sullivan, follow the example of his Russian counterpart and return home for consultations. The tit-for-tat exchange of sanctions following President Biden's executive order on Thursday of a new economic sanctions aimed at Moscow. The latest sanctions from the White House came in response to finding by the U.S. intelligence community that Kremlin-linked actors were responsible for the cyber attack on U.S. technology firm SolarWinds. That attack resulted in hackers' code being unwittingly distributed by SolarWinds via software update to its clients worldwide, ultimately reaching U.S. government networks. Thursday's sanction were also tied to what the U.S. intelligence community believes was Russia's interference in the 2020 U.S. presidential election after similar findings in 2016 race. Biden said Thursday that the U.S. isn't pushing for a cycle of escalation and conflict with Russia, but instead wants both nations to manage tensions and work together when needed. My bottom line is this: where is it in the interest of the US to work with Russia? We should and we will. If Russia seeks to violate the interests of the United States, we will respond, Biden said. We will always stand in defense of our country, our institution, our people, and our allies. The White House also reiterated that it is open to a summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Despite the increased tension between the two countries, Putin's spokesman, Dmitry Peskov, said Friday it was good that Biden wanted a dialogue, even as he criticized fresh U.S. Sanctions. Peskov. And he said that Putin has repeatedly said that we are ready to develop our own dialogue to the degree that our counterparts are ready for this, he said. It is indeed good that the points of view of the two heads of a state coincide on this, Peskov said. So the tension has been ramping up now for several weeks, ladies and gentlemen. And I think it went off the rail when Biden a few weeks ago called Putin a killer. Well, that didn't go over so well. And it just seems like the war of words between Russia and the US has gotten worse. So if you weren't paying attention to this, pay close attention to it. Okay? Pay close attention to this. You know, we are in the final days, and in the final days, it speaks of war. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.